This video is brought to you by EasyBody.com, where our mission is to make you a better and more creative fly tyer. Bill's Bodi-Braid is a flat woven mylar which incorporates fine strands of rayon into the braid. Now the rayon adds strength to the material to help you with your body wraps. It will create a nice flat wrap on a hook shank, unlike the box braids or the round braids. Now the flat braid differs from the box braids and the round braids in that you can actually shred or break up the braid to be able to use it for flash materials, in wings, or in tails. Bill's Bodi-Braid is available in 10-yard cards and 30-yard spools. Here is a 10-yard card. Now the 10-yard card is a great choice if you want to buy several different colors and you're not going to be using a ton of the material. We do, however, also recommend the 30-yard spools if you do end up using a lot of a particular color, such as pearl, silver, or gold, which are very popular. Bill's Bodi-Braid is currently available in 26 colors. Here's a small sampling of the color range. Here's a tip for when you buy 10-yard cards. Now the material has been stored on this card for packaging purposes and has memory kinks in the material. The easiest way to remove these kinks is to take the material and just stretch it. This is the beauty of those rayon strands that are incorporated into the braid. It gives the material great strength so you can stretch it and it's not going to break on you. Now you can see how flat the material will lie once you stretch it. Okay, let's take a moment and use this pearly silver and gold, and I'm just going to show you how to break it up with a common comb to create a wing flash for any streamer pattern. I'm going to start out at the tips and work my way into the braid, and you can see that the braid breaks up nicely and has great sheen to it, and it's strong. I mean, you can yank on this really hard, it's not going to break. Here's a great example of Bodi-Braid being used on the classic Mickey fin. Now, two different colors were used, pearl and red. Both strands of Bodi-Braid were tied on at the same time at the rear of the hook. First, the pearl was wound flat style onto the body to create the underbody. Next, the red was twisted to create a ribbing and ribbed over the body and folded back into the wing to create the red flash in the classic Mickey fin red and yellow wing. Here's an example of a fully shredded pattern called the loop fly, or the bling streamer as marketed by Rainey's Flies. Now this fly utilizes the pearly silver and gold. It's also done in other colors, but my personal favorite is the pearly silver and gold. The first thing you do is you tie on a series of loops, then you cut the loops, and then you shred the loops with a comb. We recommend that you watch the loop fly tying video on EasyBody.com or on YouTube. I think you'll really like this fly. It's a fun fly, it's an easy tie, and best of all, it only uses one material. Now this next fly needs absolutely no introduction whatsoever if you know the fly. It was originated by the late Dick Empey of Attleboro, Massachusetts. It's been known to catch everything from stripers to trout, smallmouth, largemouth, even bonefish, albies, bonito. I mean, you name it. If it swims, it's going to eat this fly. It's tied in the loop fly fashion where you can tie on loops, cut the loops, and comb it out. Essentially, it's a tungsten bead at the nose, a veil, and a tail. And that's pretty much it. All one material. You could actually tie this fly with strands as opposed to loops, and it'll come out the same way. This fly is called the Goldie, or as Mr. Empey called it, the Deadly Shiner, for obvious reasons. Now this fly is called the Blue Charm. Anyone who's an Atlantic salmon fly fisher knows this fly. It's a classic standard pattern. And I like this fly because Mr. Jack Skelly took it to another level by incorporating synthetic materials into the fly, such as Bill's Bodi-Braid and Easy Body. Now, Jack isn't afraid to use the synthetics like some of the standard traditional Atlantic salmon fly tyers are. And that's why I really like Jack's work. Over the years, he's given me a lot of different patterns that utilize our materials in the fly. Now, what Jack did that's different in this fly is he actually utilized electric blue body braid as a winding on the hook shank to give that show-through coloration through the Easy Body. It gives it such a cool look, very different, very unique, and Jack really thinks that that is a key feature to this fly, in that that body lights up in the sunlight. Here's another example of one of Mr. Jack Skelly's flies. This is a common prawn pattern used by Atlantic salmon fishermen. And Jack has done pretty much the same thing that he did with the Blue Charm, in that he utilized red body braid onto the hook shank and then slid Easy Body over the top of it so that the red can illuminate through the body, Easy Body, and bring that red hue into the fly. Just another cool example of Jack's tying. Here is the loop bucktail streamer. As you can see, the body braid has been utilized in this fly to give it just enough flash, but not to be overbearing. I came up with this to be a generic bait fish pattern to be used in most situations for most species of fish. It's a real simple tie, and you can tie this fly up in about 5 to 7 minutes flat, and it doesn't use a lot of materials, and I think it's just a great, simple bait fish pattern. Here we have the loop bucktail streamer before the loops are cut. You can see that there is one loop, two loops, incorporated into the body and tail materials, which in this case are bucktail. And the body is wrapped just like a normal body wrap onto the hook shank. And the very last piece of body braid is folded back and incorporated into the wing. As you can see that right there, that single strand. Then the last thing you'll do is cut these loops and comb out the material, and you're done. There you have it, the loop bucktail streamer. For more tips, fly patterns, and fly tying techniques, please visit easybody.com.